Hello guys, joining live from different social media platforms right now. So we will be starting camp in just few minutes. So just in case, uh, uh, this is a very special camp today because we have distributed 30 free VIP passes to the registrants. So in case you have not received pass, you can still watch, and you may be watching from different social media platforms right now. And so we'll be starting shortly the session. And so just a minute, mentor will be joining in few minutes, and then I'll be making some announcement, and we'll start. So till then, students are entering into class. We'll wait. So hello everyone, welcome to this camp. And for those of you who have received VIP passes for this camp, congratulations for that. So mentor will be joining in few minutes. Just for those of you joining for the first time, I'm just making some basic announcements. The mentor has already joined. So as we have distributed some VIP passes. Hello. Uh,
Yes, which was
so
super.
yeah, as so there are a lot of students. We have distributed some VIP passes, free VIP passes. So they have joined. So I'm just making few announcements for them because it is first time they are joining this camp. So this camp is decoding estimation and calculation camp, and this is the sixth camp of the series. Uh, this camp is inspired by the book on estimation and calculation by uh, Leonid Nikolaev, uh, someone who has inspired the coach of this camp, Radoslaw, to become a very strong player, chess player, and achieve international master title. So every weekend, 2 hours on Saturday, 2 hours on Sunday, we conduct live sessions on this camp and learn from the learnings of this book, which the coach Radoslaw has learned and has become strong player. So just to answer, it's a very interactive camp. So when the coach is asking any question, use chat box to answer. So if you can find the chat box on the screen, just say type yes in the chat box. Guys, if you can, yeah. So I guess people know where the chat box is. And uh, if you have any question you want to ask relevant to the camp, if you have any question you want to ask, you can ask in Q&A box, but keep it camp related only. But he will be taking some Q&A at the end of the session. So try and join the camp, ask, try to answer all the questions. And the coach has actually allowed me to kick out the students who are not answering. So if you are not answering, not engaging in the class, there are like students with VIP waiting list. You have to buy book. You cannot get the book. You have to buy book. It must be present online in some website or other. So we do not sell book as of now. So there are websites like chess.com, New in Chess. There are a lot of websites who sell this book. So you can check those websites out. We conduct online courses with the best trainers across the globe, and Coach Radoslaw is obviously one of them, a calculation expert. And okay, the screen is set. The stage is all yours, Coach. We have some new students with VIP access, so hope you enjoy this class. And we are also live on social media.
Okay, I just need the chat.
Yeah, well, fine.
Okay, here I have one question. If they can get the book, okay. Actually, I think you will find in internet, but I think there is no English version. This book is only in Russian. I guess it's the problem. It's why we do it, because I can translate some things. And yeah, basically, okay. Queen A8 was the last game move. Queen E1, Queen A6, Queen F2 was in the game. First question for today: what happens? What happens after Queen H4? Yes, Rook takes C2 is good, or Knight takes E4 is also possible. Okay, in the game was Queen F2, and here I have next question. Yeah, how to play with Black after Queen F2? Rook A8. Okay, let's see. E5. Okay, after E5, probably I play F5 with idea G5, F6. Somebody said also C4. If I take. Okay, actually, Rook A8 looked here the most logical. Okay, Rook A8, and probably will do the same. I will play F5. I take C4, then I can always take. Yes, please.
Use chat box to answer Bashna. Uh,
Okay, now you guys play with black, I play with white, so okay, here I got recommendation. Play knight d7, then I say knight g5. But h5 I didn't like at all because if h5 I can take everything, I destroy every structure. G5 as black, then I just take with the knight or with the bishop. How do you wanna get it? Yes, I think this is, yeah, that was not enough. Here e6, knight take, queen f7, h6, then I think I have might be even winning if I take on f7 or something. Let's see. Yes, f takes g6 is winning this. Now I just play simple queen f5, take here, and here checkmate. And now h6. If I take and play no, knight f4 or knight h4, you have weakness, so I think it's not so nice. Okay, then I have knight e6, knight. Okay, I can go here, I can take the bishop and attack you later. No, nothing. I just play because I got one recommendation. Okay, actually, this line is losing. This knight e8. And the question was here how to play with black. Few guys said rook a8, which was probably not effective enough. Yeah, then we start analyze of some moves. Other recommendation was c4, which wasn't effective, or e5. Okay, but how to play? Okay, let's try. How should you calculate? I just try to find an effective moves for opponent attacking moves, forcing moves. The firstly. Okay. On my d7. No, I'm not sick. Why? Knight d7, why idea? I see. e6, you say it's other idea. Okay, I think after all those moves, I will play f5, I guess. If I have the nice side, f5 and g5 is even stronger. Actually, e5 I didn't like. Here, rather you should try effective counterplay. Okay, after e6 with idea f5, but okay, then probably I will play f5. If now e5, g5, f6, I think it's not good. Rook takes c2, I can take, and after, if you play rook c2, let's say here, take, and now I have knight c1. Rook b2 with idea, queen e2. Okay, I think queen, you can't play queen a2 because I have rook e1 then. a1 then. I think I play this. I play f5. Knight a5. Okay, you say you wanna take here. Okay, rook a1, not possible. Okay, if your knight moved here, then maybe. How to find good moves? Okay, your question is very heavy. Okay, here, okay, I will tell you. We try to find. I told you we try to find effective moves here. We try to find good counterplay, strong counterplay. Okay, I understand. Knight b. Okay, here knight a5 looks actually interesting. Here strong sacrifice. Okay, I play maybe, I don't know, maybe g5 then. Knight h5. Okay, that wasn't so good. And knight e5 looks good. Okay, the authors says there's other move, but okay, maybe I have to protect first. Then I play knight d2 now. Okay. Yeah, just protect. And now I try maybe e5, maybe f5, f5, g5, anything. Okay, somebody said e6. Yes, and the bishop is closed. I think it's not enough. Okay, let's look at the possibility rook queen a8. Okay. Rook a1, then I was afraid about rook c2. Okay, let's see now.
Adira and Adira Prahlad, Trishta, Alexander, Prahlad again, Adira. So you guys are answering on Q&A box. Please use chat box to answer. Please, because mentor is getting disturbed by this way. He has to again see two boxes and write. So please, humble request, answer in chat box only. Thank you.
Mm. Yeah, okay, maybe. I'm not sure. Um, I have also something. If I take here, okay, you can take two pawns, but or even okay, you can either take here, rook a8, or this. Okay, you mean? Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, now I see that's true. Okay, so wait, how did we get this position? A92, queen a8, and somebody said rook a1. Okay, then I think I play just simple f5. Mm. Okay, I think this position is just lost completely. Just lost the pawn and e7 hanging before it's hanging. Okay, I think, yeah, sorry, but I think we won't analyze this position anymore. Okay, somebody said e5 some moment. It was Jiri Kumar. He said e5, but when maybe now. Okay, e5, then always g5 probably. Where do you mean knight h5? Here or okay, I guess here. But if you are protecting, wait, I think even now I can. Wait, can't I take here anyway? I think queen takes b7 now too early, because then I take here. If you give me check, go on d4. Okay, I take the pawn first. Okay, now I see this is, yeah, that's the problem actually. Take here, take here with the rook, I guess. Okay, I can't play this way. Okay, and what's here? Okay, I'm one piece up. Even if I play knight d2, it should be fine for me. Queen takes f5, then he take here. Queen g4 is not possible. I take here. Yes, okay, but white is not winning here. I think maybe I had even better move somewhere with black. Somewhere, I'm not sure, but maybe. Yes, rook takes d3. Okay, you said rook d8 instead of queen b8. No, that's not possible if I take here. Okay, let's see. Let me see what. Okay, I checked with the computer. He says it takes this d5 is good. It's correct, but now, okay, 94. After g takes f5, he says uh, he says knight for to g3. And okay, basically it's possible to play. White is better, but it's possible to play. In this position, he said bishop c5 was alternative for me. Bishop c5, e5. Now he says he takes d5 is good. And then takes on c5. He plays simple. Now he says plus, it's +1 for me, for white. Well, he just wants to take the pawn here. Okay, here I played g5, but then you had knight d7 and you protected here, then it was not so strong. I just take the pawn immediately, you see. Okay, let's go maybe to this the game. No, No, e5 is basically bad because then I play g5, g5, f5. You can close your bishop, but yeah, I just should take on d5 immediately as well. Okay, once again. Okay, here. Here was recommendation knight e7. Actually, this move I like the most. And it's what computer says. Now I check this. In the game was this knight a7. No, sorry, wait. Queen is okay. Queen f2, yeah. Now I see. Now in the game was knight a7. The author says it's mistake because f5, knight b5. Yes, knight d7. You know, knight d7 stops a bit. Actually looks logical because that's stops a bit. It's something against, you know, e5, f5, g5. Now you don't go with tempo and you take control on the square e5. So this move makes sense. Yes, it's what I say. Your move knight d7 makes sense, and it's what computer says. In the game was knight a7, which is a mistake according to author. I will promote it. Okay, and how would you play with white now? Oh, yes, rook takes f6, takes f6. Okay, actually, there are many moves which are winning. Rook, I see knight e6 check. Knight f4 is winning. Rook f1 is winning. Here, he says he played knight takes f7. After king takes f7, there's bishop h6, or rook g8, knight f4, rook takes c2, rook f1. And this is completely lost now. Oh, wait, now rook takes c2. Rook h6. Okay, he was g5. Here it was also good to play this. I wouldn't play it. I just show your lines through. It's the other line. The author says. Rook d7, queen takes c7. Then queen takes c7. Okay, no next game, but now we can do some puzzle. Okay, here we go. Let me check. Yes, okay, it's white to move here. White is to move. Wait a moment. Yes, I think it's blocking here. G5, Queen E1. Okay, I think I play this first. Oops. No, it's not made then. Um, yes, and here I protect, so it's not it takes A3, I have hitting one. It's not made at all. Okay, I take here. Here, the point is here, I play rook c3. Mm, yes, okay. Actually, g5, this idea, queen e1, queen h4 is too slow. Even if you take the pawn, then you don't attack me. My attack is faster here and more effective. So no, it's not. Actually, it's not g5. Well, this is, yes, but here somebody says bishop a2 check. Now here's white to move. I said it's not, I just said it's not g5. Okay, I will give you more time. I have to drink something. Yes, it's not so easy. This puzzle. So that's okay. You see, you have okay. It's correct way. You have to attack the king, but you see, something. The queen is disturbing. This move I don't like because okay, here I think I can take on a3. Maybe also d4 b4 is possible. Yes, yes, exactly before. No, no, it's over. Where's c3? Alexander, where do you mean c3? In first move? Now you wanna play this? Sure, this I don't like also because here you are weakening some squares. Oh, instead of b4. But wait, how instead of b4? Still, I don't understand you. Uh, you wanna take on c3 or how? It's that you mean? Okay, but okay, now I have moved. Okay, now I have moved. I think maybe I can defend it somehow. I was thinking, okay, wait, if I take Okay, it looks dangerous still. Okay, I think I will take here. Mm. Just now I take here. And if you take here, then okay. Okay, first I will take your rook, but now you know there are some problems. Oh, you wanna uh, you wanna take here? Okay, I take. Yes, okay, now I attack you. This, you see, I have also strong counterplay, so it's of course not easy. Yeah, yeah, you are right. What do you mean? I will show this. Okay, here maybe king h6, but yeah, but still I don't believe it's good for black. I think even I can, oh no, queen b4 check. Okay, queen d2. I have to play forcing moves. Let's see. Actually, it's not like king f8. It's made into I think queen f4, rook b3. No, I don't think it's true. It should be winning somehow, but I have to be patient. Rook d4, I think. Yet another. Maybe. Skip. Are you sure it's purple to check? If I take? Okay, how to continue now? Okay, king d3. Yeah, okay, this is. Okay, so you see the queen is disturbing, the bishop is hanging, and you can't really attack, so. Okay, let's think for white now. How queen f4? Where do you mean? Well, I don't think so. Rook d2. No, queen d2. Yeah, yeah, this is the pin. Yes, you are right. I can play queen d2. This is the pin. I was thinking here I will get mated because, this is pin. Okay. Okay. Yes, then you are right. But even here, rook d2. If bishop a3, king d1, and if you play something, yeah, let's say rook takes c2. Okay, maybe I can even take here. Also, I can take with the rook, but I like this. Yeah, this is mate. Okay, I would suggest to go to the third position. No, we play with white and Yes, b3 is correct, and after queen takes a3. Yeah, that's the correct solution. Yeah, okay. Okay, then 2 moves back. Yeah, okay. That was here. Oh, okay, you mean this. Okay, wait, maybe. Let me see. Okay, actually, I see you're right. I just looked what I am on. Yes, sorry, it's not. It's King H8. I have reader not correct. It's so basically that's the final position here. There was King H8, not King H6. I mistook. Yeah, but here, yes, of course, you are right. This is checkmate. King H8 was in the book. can delete this line. Okay, white is to move. Let me check once again. Okay, the position is correct. Okay, white to move. Okay, basically that's true, but if the student says a move, then you have to look, okay, if you take here. Yeah, I think now black is much better, even winning. Actually, here you have problems to make window for this, for the king, and here you have weakness. You don't attack me. Actually, it's like it doesn't look. Here two rooks are better. Yeah. Let's see what computer says. Actually, no. Computer says it's 0, but you have only one good move. He says king c1 is the only move, and he plays something b3. Then if b3, then I can take here immediately. No, this is checkmate. Yeah, no, that's the danger basically. If I had moved, then I take on f3, and yeah, if a3, then I play b3, and here are still some. It's still unpleasant. Computer says king c1 is the only move. Something like this. That's the rescue. Well, okay, you have, okay, you have some checks, but yes, of course, actually, we don't have to analyze this. I just want to show that, okay, black has some checks, but Okay, actually, it's not d4. Okay, this position is probably equal. Knight d4, f4. I have to play. Okay, maybe I will just show you the solution. There is yeah, that's interesting. Rook h takes g3 is what computer says, but after my a4 he doesn't take on. He plays king, queen d1, queen g1, something like this. Okay, then. Okay, yeah, that's a bit problem for me when we studied this book. You offer some move, that's the move which computers say found okay, winning even better than the book move, but I try to beat your move, but I can't because it's computer move. Now, okay, I think we can just look at the solution. The book says rook g2, and here I see b3. Knight takes b3, a4, knight h4. Okay, that was the idea, I guess. From the other hand, when I see here b3, computer says b3 is mistake. Here queen e6 was better chance. Queen e6, knight g5. Okay, from the other hand, it's not so easy for human to play queen e6. Why? And you know, I get move knight g5 with tempo. Okay, it's not easy. That's computer. No, he's okay. He says if something like queen d7, then now either rook gh2 or queen f1, queen h1. Such plans. He says it's over +1. It's +1 6 or something. Yeah. Okay, let's see. That was the game, and it was Gufat against Romanishin. The game was quite old. No, sorry, it was Gufat against Tal. The Tal was black. Um, and after b3, it takes b3, a4, knight h4, ab6, rook takes g6, rook f a8, cb, queen f7, rook takes g7, Oh, sorry, it's the same. Okay, I lost myself in the text. I'm a bit tired. Oh, here is the just. Really, it's not the good line. Here, author says. The method for calculation. Okay, firstly, candidate moves. Secondly, yeah, possibly strong counter plays for opponents, and you have to say what's the danger for me, how can I prevent it, and if I can create a danger. Actually, that are three important questions you have to ask. Okay, it's knight h6. Wait, yeah, where do you mean knight h6? Maybe here. Okay, then I have rook. I can take Akhil if you and Omira if you mean that. Then if knight h6, then I just take on h6. And actually, that's not so effective. I think queen g4 is better. Yes, I think you guys you didn't see that the rook is here or so far away. That happens. So. Okay, now I just let me see if we look at our lines in this puzzle. Okay, here. Okay, here. Okay, maybe a question. What happens now? You play with black. What happens after c takes b3? Actually, this is important. Oh, we have to finish soon. About 5 minutes. Okay, then I will leave this question for next time now. So now I will just show you other moves here, other lines, other outer lines here. Here, author says the name of the book. You will see. Yes, Pratik. You will show him this photo. Yeah, what is the top of GM Ramesh, sir? No, Pratik. Now I'm sorry to say it, but
Yeah,
now.
we will be streaming a recorded lesson after your campaigns at 1 p.m. at like 9:30 your time. After this session, we'll be streaming a small lesson with GM Ramesh. That's it. While the
Yeah,
class
actually.
can continue.
Okay, let me just show you shortly other lines, and then we have. Yes, now I'm getting such question like, what is the topic of GM Ramesh, sir? Okay, no, I yes, tomorrow we will have also lesson. We will continue, but now let me just show you. Really, I wanna show you some lines, but okay. So for sorry, but I want a response on the questions. I just wanna finish some things here today. Rook g2. Here is other line queen f4. So queen f4. Author says knight g5. Rook takes f6, f3, and white is much better at according to computer winning. Okay, here instead of that was a takes b3, a4, knight h4, a takes b3. That was he was g5. Other possibility g5. After g5, author says rook f3 is good, but knight f5 I found better, and computer says knight f5 is better. Okay, other thing. Okay, c takes b3. That we will do tomorrow. Now other line that was rook f a8. I guess here. So if queen takes f2, then rook takes g7 is winning. There, I don't have continuation, but I think wait, I think that's where queen f4. Queen f4 appears thematic. Where do you mean queen f4? After which, in which line? I showed you 3 lines now. Here or here? Okay, I think. Yeah, I don't get your response. I don't know your villain. I don't think or and Aruna. I don't put the guys. I mean, okay, Pratik. I think it's now we can just finish.
Sure. So thank you once again, coach, for such interactive session, and I'm really thankful for guys for attending, especially guys from US who are joining the session, and because it's very late night and they still come and join session. So in EST time zone, it's, if I'm right, it's already around like 3 a.m. in the morning. They still, but they still come and attend session. So I'm really thankful for those guys, and for Coach Radoslaw also, for him, it's 7:30 a.m. in the morning. He takes session till late night, and then again he comes, takes camps in morning. So we are very eternally grateful for you as well for being an amazing coach, and we'll, we'll
Yes,
see you tomorrow. So guys, tomorrow,
yes,
you
tomorrow
tell me.
I think we have lesson 2 hours later than
Yeah, we have 2 hours later. So Indian time, it will be around 11 a.m. IST. European time, it will be 9:30 a.m. We'll be starting 2 hour delay. So tomorrow is Sunday, and 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. you can block on your calendar. And so once again, thankful. And for guys, just wait, we'll be streaming a small lesson from Dream Room section with GM RB Ramesh after this camp. So if you can stop, thank you, coach, for joining in, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, see you. Okay, thank you then.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. And we'll just stream one lesson with GM RB Ramesh.
Okay.
Just give me one moment, guys. So for a lot of new people are here, so I will just ask one question. Who knows RB Ramesh? You can chat yes or no. Who doesn't know RB Ramesh or who knows RB Ramesh? If someone doesn't know RB Ramesh, he can write. So everyone I see here knows RB Ramesh. He has been one of the most awesome coaches India have ever seen, and we'll be streaming some lessons, recorded lessons from time to time because users have been asking some wisdom. He's the coach of Pradnananda, rightly he coached many grandmasters, not only Pradnananda. So he has coached many people. So let me start. Just take 2 minutes for the session to load in this, and we'll be good to go. So guys, for all the people watching from social media platform, Rado Camp just got over and we are just streaming a small lesson, recorded lesson with GM RB Ramesh. And the topic of the lesson is Good Knight, an interesting game between Good Knight and Bad Bishop. So this class will end in like, say, 10 to 15 minute recorded stream. So it will be interesting to know, to get some insight about how champions actually learn with this stream lessons. Just a couple of seconds and it will be loaded. Just waiting to stream to load so that the video does not buffer. If I will be asking you if you can see the video screen once I start. So just so guys, can you see the video screen? Just put like answer in the chat box. Okay. So let's play this 40-minute short lesson, a very interesting lesson, and would be happy to know a lot of insights about. A lot of people have already subscribed to Dream Room, but no good point always revising some lesson from that as well. So let's start the lesson without.
In this episode, we are going to see an example of Good Knight versus Bad Bishop in an instructive game played between Grandmaster Torre versus Jakobsen in 1973. Let's bring the position on the board. White has king e2, bishop c4, pawns g2, f3, e4 and b4. And black has king d6, knight c7, pawns g3, f4, e5 and c6. It's black to play here. Now in this position, let's try to understand what is going on. Okay, so the pawns g2, f3, e4 for white, and they are locked by the pawns g3, f4, e5. This is very important that we understand the pawn structure clearly. So there are some possibilities for black that if we can sacrifice, let's say, knight into f3 at some point, and then if white takes g of 3, we can play g2, g1 and promote the pawn. Okay, so there are some dangers associated with this pawn structure simply because black pawns are too far advanced. Okay, and in some places we can also get, if we can get, let's say, knight to h4, okay, then it will attack the pawn on g2 and also threaten knight f3 sacrifices, in which case probably white should have either the king on f1 or the bishop on f1, right? So to prevent these threats. So we have some dangers present in this position, but it still looks like the knight cannot go anywhere forward because the bishop c4 is dominating the knight on c7. All the squares the knight can move forward, our bishop is already controlling those squares. Okay, so in such situations, what our mind usually tells us, we have to find a winning plan. I must do something. Okay, how can I win in such positions? But instead, the best option would be not to look for winning plans. Okay, you just have to find the best moves in the next few moves. Okay, you just have to take the next few steps correctly and then keep doing that as long as you can, and finally the plans will come on their own. So don't be looking for winning plans, don't be looking for how to win these positions. Okay, it is too early to worry about those things. All you have to do, just find the best moves in the next couple of moves and keep doing that as we go. So Utkarsh, what would you want to play as black here? So what are the moves that come to your mind?
The moves come in my mind are knight e6 and knight a8.
Okay, so you are considering moves knight e6 and knight a8. Okay, so knight a8, probably you want to come knight b6, but even if you get knight b6, he probably can play bishop b3. Okay, and keep the knight dominated. Okay, what about you, Manakya?
The move that comes into my mind is the pawn break c5.
Okay, so you want to play c5. Okay, so in both the cases, if you see the moves suggested, knight a8, knight b6, or knight e6, knight d4, those are the plans Utkarsh suggested, and Manikya wanted to play c5 immediately. But if you look at these suggestions closely, these moves are trying to do something, right? So in such endgames, do you foresee any problems for black here? Can white create problems for black? No, he cannot create any problems for us. Our position is extremely safe. Okay, it's only question of whether black can win or not. There is no danger of black losing the game. Okay, so when you have such a position, it's extremely important. First quality you need to develop is patience. Okay, you are in position of strength, your opponent has some problems, he should be the one who is.
And I'm just asking one question because we have made that mistake knowingly. So what in the current screen, there's one big blunder. So if you identify blunder, you will get a $50 scholarship coupon from us to buy any of our courses. So there is one blunder in the screen. If you can identify, and that blunder has been made intentionally for this purpose only. So what is that blunder in a screen? Not the chess screen though, you need overall screen. What is one big blunder in the screen? First person who identifies get a $50 scholarship coupon from our side. Just at times you have to think outside the box. Let's try to. Arun got it right. Arun, how much scholarship we will get? So the spelling of knight is wrong, and Arun has actually won $50 scholarship for any courses he wished to. So Arun answered first. So it's good. Knight starts with a K. So, and congratulations, Arun. The team will be in touch with you to help you how you can redeem this. And for others, keep thinking inside and outside the box as well. Thank you. I'm resuming this lesson. And so $50 win for Arun for thinking outside the chess box.
Nervous. He should be the one who should be tensed, not us. We should be cool, calm, and in control. This is important. We should not become impatient. Okay? So let's see what he did. He played king d7. Very cool move, right? So what is he trying to do? We will see on the next few moves. King d3, king c8, king c3, king b7, king b3, king b6. So this is the first stage. So what did he do? He brought the king from d6 to b6. He lost some time doing that, right? The king had to go in a long journey to come to b6. But what did white do in the meantime? Did he do anything great? Did he create any serious threats? No, he also brought his king to b3. So nothing much has changed. Okay. Now, one of the reason why he brought the king to b6 is, then at some point when you play c5, one, he will not have the option to play b5, the pawn will be lost. Okay. The other thing is like there is no need to hurry at all. You can make whatever improvements you want in the position because you simply have more time. Okay. So after king b6, he played king c3. So what is white saying? I'm just going to wait. King b3, king c3, king b3, king c3. So what are you going to do next? So what can black do here?
Knight e8.
Okay, so where do you want to move the knight to?
Knight to d6.
You want the knight to go to d6. Now, in such positions, how we should think? This is extremely important. We don't have to think move to move. That is, I play this move, he plays that move, I play this move, he plays that move. You don't have to think like white, black, because white's move mostly is going to be irrelevant. He is simply going to play king b3, king c3. Okay, it's not going to affect our plan in any way. So in such positions, how you must think is, where my knight belongs, where should it be? Okay, so you have to identify few good squares. You can say my knight should be on d4, okay, or my knight should be on e3, or my knight should be on g5, or my knight should be on h4. Okay, so you have to identify few such good squares, and then you have to see from where I can achieve or I can get access to these squares, and then try to go there. Okay, so he played knight e8, bishop e2, he is simply waiting, knight f6, bishop d3, he is waiting, knight h7. So now it's clear where he wants the knight to be. Bishop f1, knight g5. Now these positions you must realize, whenever there is very less material on the board, you cannot win with straightforward play. Okay, so mostly in such positions with very less material on the board, you have to put your opponent in zugzwang. So the square g5 was very important. Okay, basically when you play such positions, you cannot give only one threat because your opponent will simply defend against the threat. Okay, so you have to give simultaneously two different threats, and whenever he stops one threat, you execute the other threat. So what the knight on g5 was doing is, it was threatening to do two things at the same time. One, it was threatening knight f3, piece sacrifice. The other was a positional threat, knight e6, knight d4. Okay, so earlier when the knight was on c7, white was preventing knight e6, knight d4 idea by placing his bishop on c4. But by going to g5 square, we made the bishop leave the c4 square to defend the f3, g2 pawns, and then we got knight e6, knight d4 into the game. Okay, so after knight e6, white played king c3, knight d4. Now again we have a interesting position. So you see how in small stages black is making improvement. You don't have to see the win till the end. Okay, so you just have to play the next few moves correctly, This is how our mind should work. Now what is white's problem? If we think what are my advantages, how I can increase my advantage, most of the time we will not get the complete picture. Okay, we also have to ask ourselves, what are the problems my opponent has? Okay, so you not only have to know about your advantages, you also have to know about your opponent's problems. Okay, then you can exploit them better. So what is white's problem here? So there is always this threat of knight f3, gf3, g2. So now the bishop cannot move. Like if he plays bd3 or bc4, we will win with knight f3. So basically the bishop cannot move. The king side pawns cannot move. b4 pawn cannot move. So basically only his king can move, right? So when we look at the position like this, we understand, oh my God, is my opponent having so many problems? I did not know it before. Okay, so it makes our job easier. And now where the king can go? Manikya, can white play king c4?
If white plays king c4, then black will play knight c2 and knight e3.
Yeah, so the white king has to guard the c2 square. Otherwise, if he gets knight c2, knight e3, black wins on the spot. Okay, so not only we understood that it is only the white king that can move, we also understood the king has to move in such a way knight c2, knight e3 is prevented. Okay, so when we start looking at positions like this, instead of just analyzing in terms of moves, our understanding of the position increases, which will help us take decisions. So he played king d2. Now we understand why he played king d2. Manikya, king d2. So what is the next stage? Do you think the black knight is already well placed?
Yes.
The best square probably would be knight e3, right? But right now it's not going to happen. So if you feel your knight is already in the best possible square, then what you have to worry about? So now is the time to activate the king, and the only way we have to do it by c5. So I would call this method of exchanging pawns to create a path for the king as clearing the field. Okay, so the field, you don't have entry for the king because opponent pawn is blocking the path. So by timely exchange of pawns, we create some entry point for the king. So bc5, king c5. Now black is threatening king b4, so he played king c3. Now this is a very important position. Now as I mentioned earlier, and this is a very difficult way to think, but this is the best way to think when there is less material. Manikya, can you tell me what clue I gave? Like when you have less material, how we should think?
We should think that what problems does our opponent have.
Okay, so few ways to look at the position. What advantages I have. Second way, what problems I have. Third, give him the move. Okay, this is the best possible way to think when there is less material, when you are playing for a win and your opponent is defending. Okay, whenever you are playing for a win and your opponent is defending passively, you must not be asking yourself what I should do. That is a wrong question to ask. The correct question is you must ask, what can my opponent do? Give the move to the opponent. Okay, and so tell me, what can white do here? Now when we are trying to find what your opponent is trying to do, the best way to find out what our opponent can do is by eliminating what he cannot do. So the simplest things to eliminate are the pawn moves. He cannot move the pawns. Okay, so in one shot we removed lot of material. So only thing remaining is king and the bishop. Can he move the bishop?
No.
No. So we eliminate the bishop and the pawns. So that means he has to move the king, and we are also threatening king b4, right? So if white to play, he has to play king d3 or king d2 or king b2. In all these cases, we have the move king b4. Our king can enter. But the problem is it is black's turn to move. So once we understand.
So guys, thank you for joining. And for those of you who already have Dream Room subscription, they can actually go log in and watch the full episode because watching one time doesn't make you a better player. You have to watch the Dream Room episode again and again. And tomorrow it will start not the same time. It will start 2-hour delay. The camp Indian time is 1 p.m. So it will be, you can add 2 hours. So it started at 11 a.m. today. It will start at 1 p.m. tomorrow, the camp. And any question if you guys have. So this was just, and yeah, there was one question which was asked by Swastik. What was the mistake? The mistake was the spelling of knight, for which Arun won $50 discount coupon code from our side, which he can use in any of the courses. We will recommend some courses to Arun to use that. And so that was the mistake. So Anik, tomorrow the session will start 2-hour delay. Yeah, Juvendra, you have already also sent message, but the message was wrong. But So we'll see you tomorrow, guys. Same time. Thank you for joining, and thank you guys for joining from different social media platform as well. We'll see you soon. Keep learning chess on nurture.com, your one-stop destination to learn chess and take your chess to the next level. Thank you, guys. Keep smiling, stay safe, get vaccinated for sure, and be happy. Thank you.